Well, plenty of lion sign in this canyon. You let me know if there's a lion about, Rock. Alrighty then. File this one under be aware and be prepared. This is a marked trail, a signed trail that sees a fair amount of traffic. I can tell that earlier this fall, quite a few folks were up it. And yet, a handful of years ago, I found a marijuana grow site down here in the bottom, an illegal marijuana grow site. Thankfully, it was abandoned. It'd been a year or two, maybe since it had been used, but there was empty sacks of pinto beans, irrigation line chemicals, ammunition. You could see a little hooch in there. So that just goes to show that just because you're out in the woods doesn't mean that nature is not still red in tooth and claw. So, as I said, be aware, be prepared. And with that, I'm further up the trail. Well, you hear it, you smell it. Where is it, Rock? You gotta be able to get to that water somewhere. You'll find it. It's just right down there. It's starting not just to look cold, it's starting to feel cold. Rocky, you knucklehead. Once wasn't enough? You had to go in there? Now, figuring out what thin ice means. If you'd have followed me, you wouldn't have been in the water. I've been pushing hard all afternoon, which is, I think just what I needed, actually. I'm feeling pretty good. Quads are a little crampy, but that's good for them every now and then. All the clouds blew out, which is nice in one way, but temp's gonna drop pretty good this evening. But it's okay. It'll be nice. This will be a nice area to wake up in. Well, I second guessed this last night. I poured my water in here in case it froze, and it froze solid. And at the time I was like, I wonder if I'm better off just using my tent water, which lays underneath my sleeping bag, and of course it's thawed. So we'll find out just how long it takes to thaw this solid block of ice and turn it into coffee water. It finally dawned on me to carry my tent in a dry bag, because inevitably your tent is either wet from condensation or, in the case of this morning, covered with ice. That way you can put it in your pack and nothing else will get wet. Oh yeah, water is ready. Heavy boil. This place is old. I think it was old when the Utes got here. It's the upper end of a huge canyon system that dumps out into the desert floor below. I spent a fair amount of time down in the lower end, and there's rock art and other signs of human history. Last night in this valley there was a tremendous feeling of stillness and peace. I can't help but think that that's a legacy, a residue of the people who must have summered here hundreds of years ago. Okay, Rocky. Can you go in the water? Nope, nope, not safe. Rocky. No, that won't work for anybody. You're okay. You got it. We got you. Oh, wow. Sometimes it's easy to think that we see results of our work, the results of our action. But our lives, our work, our being, I think they're recorded into the earth, into the landscape, in ways that modern science doesn't yet understand. There we go. All right. You smell him in there? He crossed the trail right here, Rocky. That's Brother Coyote. Not a big one, but he's back in there somewhere looking at us. We never really know the final results of our actions, nor can we anticipate them or calculate them. But I think when we're walking well, walking the path that's set out for us, that there are results that go far beyond what we're ever going to see and understand. And that's something that we've just got to have continual faith in.